Right. Okay, guys, we'll start the discussion, Hindu newspaper discussion. In the first page, nothing is there, but the advertisements, the ranks, people have gotten. So that is there. So we will skip it. Second page of the also same advertisements. Third page, okay, right. First news, conversations with Iran to continue. Jaishankar says, commitment to protect Indians in West Asia, an overwhelming priority. This is what says the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar to the Parliament, okay, in a sumo statement. And beyond that, moreover, that he says energy security and trade flows always paramount. That is what he says, okay. Then Khamenei's son, Mojtaba, new supreme leader of Iran. So they are trying to elect a new leader after what has happened. Okay. Then stock market investors sell big as crude hits $100. Of course, according to the latest news, it has become, it has on to $120 per barrel. Okay. Then another news, West Asia nominates Lok Sabha, resolution on speaker's removal not taken up. Then trip to nowhere, IndiGo's UK flight returns to Delhi after 14 hours in the sky as Eritrea flags permit issue. Then not that much important, High Court seeks a reply from Kejriwal, Sisodia on CBI petition against discharge in excise policy. It's not that much important. So you can omit these two news, read these, okay, three news or two news for that matter. Okay, move forward, we'll go to the second page. So city about Delhi city is there. We need not worry that much about this page also. Police arrested 7 more in Uttam Nagar crash case. You know very well the incident of what all happened in Delhi on the eve of Holi and beating to death a person called Tarun. Unfortunate development. BJP AP exchange bars over high court order in excise policy case. You might have to read it because what all that is going in excise case, maybe you have to follow. Move forward. Third page about the states. Right. Left MPs question Rahul for remarks against Kerala Chief Minister. Political news, and you can omit it. Rajasthan House passes bill to stop two-child now for Panchayat course. So always I was opposing this policy of Rajasthan that keeping the limit of 2 children for contesting to make a person eligible to contest in the local body elections. Why this kind of discrimination when there is no such limitation is there for assembly and Lok Sabha elections, or for that matter Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha elections? Why you are keeping that limit for local body elections? If a person has more than 2 children, the person is not will not be eligible to contesting the local body elections. So generally, who would you think will be having more than 2 children? Maybe the poorest or poorest sections of the society. So effectively, you are removing those people. Okay, you are removing those people from contesting in the election. Okay, and that should not happen. Okay, 1 second, I'll switch on the camera. I think it's off. Okay, it's on. Okay, right. So you try and read this article, important one. Okay, the particular bill has been passed after an acrimonious debate. Okay, serious debate, questioning the need for reversing the decision that is taken in 1995. You see, we have a policy that we have to control population, but is it the right way keeping a condition to participate in the local body elections or to contest in the local body elections? Is that going to, influence the people not to have more than 2 children? I think it's not accordance with the logic. It's illogical. So it's better that it has gone. Okay. Congress demands to know when rural polls pending for over a year would be held. Says the BJP government, not willing to conduct them despite court order. Okay. So BJP says not yet ready to conduct. So you try and follow this news, this particular thing, that keeping a limit that people who have more than 2 children, they are not eligible to contest in the local body elections. Okay, it is good that it has gone right. Karnataka government may join case against Kerala Bhasha Bill. Okay, it's important news. Maybe you want to read it. Let's see what are the details about this one. What is Kerala Bhasha Bill? The state government has earlier sought an exemption for the Kannada-speaking regions in Kerala. You see, Karnataka is likely to join the legal struggle against the Kerala government over mandating Malayalam in all educational institutions. Okay, so other language people may be at a disadvantage, and that's why Karnataka wants to fight against this issue. Okay, right. So the language is a very, very important topic for us as part of our UPSC preparation. So make sure that we are following these notes. Next news. High Court cancels Congress MLA's election in MP. BJP leader named winner. Okay, the Congress will appeal against the decision in the Supreme Court, said the leader of opposition, Umang Signal. Maybe you want to read it. Police apprehend 4 minors for attacking minor women. So you may have to read this one also. Sharjeel gets a 10-day interim bail. Not that important, so you can skip that article. Then more news about the states. Day after election, Nishant announces tour of 38 districts as Nitish braces for Rajya Sabha Yatra. So as Nitish Kumar is debating the Supreme post in Bihar, his son has entered into the politics and trying to take the reins of the party. You can leave it. Political news. Chhattisgarh Congress BJP Chhattisgarh Congress BJP's power over illegal farming of opium. Maybe from the point of view of internal security, may be important. Next news. Vijay seeks a 15-day extension to appear before CBI. Agency likely to issue fresh summons. This is about the stampede that has taken place in one of his rallies in the month of September. Okay. Not such important, may not be that much important. You can skip it. Assam government hikes minimum daily wage of tea workers by 30 rupees ahead of election. Important news. You see, you have to know all the things related to the tea gardens or tea estates in Assam. What are their issues and what are the conditions of the workers who are working there, etc. Very important topic. You try and have enough information on that. Okay. Next, with the discharge in excise case, Kejriwal is back to win last turf and awards. So maybe political news, you might want to omit it. Then another page, advertisement. So we can skip it. We will come to the important page, editorial. Okay. Post one, bitter milk, detecting violation of rules in time of better than stringent penalties. Okay. So this is about the Vijaya Dairy and how it was actually, it is a cooperative and government identity in both the Telugu states, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. But unfortunately, it has been come to the notice that now entire milk supply with the brand name of Vijaya is given to completely to private players. It's nothing to now, the milk is nothing to do with the Telugu states. Very surprisingly, the milk is coming from the states like Gujarat, etc. Okay, so in that context, the article is written. We try and read it. How the milk sector, which is one of the which has given a lot of, what should I say, emphasis for cooperative sector. Cooperative sector, what should I say, cooperative societies were very much successful in the milk sector, at least in the milk sector. But unfortunately, now that is also being watered down. Okay. Next editorial, broad base. India revealed depth in batting and fielding in cricket's short format. So this is about the T20 World Cup winning moment of India. May have to, you might want to, okay, omit it. Lead article, okay, perspective on the West Asian conflict on the editorial and the opening pages, okay. The Iran war intensifies India's strategic challenge, okay. So you might have to read the article because it is important. Okay, briefly we will see. The ongoing war will have much greater impact on India than it has anticipated, forcing New Delhi to navigate complex regional dynamics. Okay, so Iran war is not a war to eliminate the imminent threat to the United States. Neither is it a preemptive strike to stop Iran from striking Israel or American assets, nor it is a war to stop the rebuilding of Iran's nuclear program. So what it is not even a war to destroy Iranian ballistic missiles. Okay. So what it is, the author says that it is to it is intended to eliminate an ideology. It is a war to destroy the ideology which derives, which drives the Iranian government. Okay, and as Israel and the US claim, regime change is the path to achieve it. The US has joined Israel to actively prosecute the war by owning this idea. Okay, in that context, elaborately thoughts have been discussed. Then America's mixed messaging through this war that has also been explained. India and regional policy, it has also been covered elaborately. So you try and read this. Right, maybe it is the comment. The lesson is national security cannot be outsourced. So maybe this is also written in the context of Israel-Iran war. Yes, the ongoing conflict exposes America's security promises as illusory and unreliable. Okay. The article goes on to explore the Gulf security arrangement, what India can learn from this development, and what is the way forward, or what is ahead for India. Okay, you might want to read this article also, so please go through it. Okay. This is the first editorial page. Then we will come to the opinion page. How war in Iran threatens to spill over. So the war going to go on and involve some more other countries. Okay, that is what the article is talking about, written by P.N.J. Malik. So I think you might want to read this article also. Please go. Then the gradual fiscal correction. The 26-27 budget shows debt moderation by spinning up capital needs. So since it's a bifurcation, Andhra Pradesh state is facing several fiscal problems, and recurring political parties have made a lot of promises to win over the electorate. Because of that reason, Andhra Pradesh has faced severe fiscal challenges. Now, in the latest budget, the article argues that the problems have come down. Okay, people who are interested in the affairs of Andhra Pradesh, you can read it. Okay. Next, why algorithmic sovereignty should be India's top priority. Okay, so what it is, we will look into it. Right, the AI systems of today, trained on Western databases and models, draw heavily from the Western legal scholarship when it comes to geopolitical issues. So we are talking about the indigenization of AI models. Or algorithms that are used to train the AI platforms. So we are also trying to get our own AI platform, indigenous, so that this Western bias can be minimized. It's important in the context of India AI Summit also, and because of many other things. So in that context, maybe you want to read this article. Okay. So many things are discussed, including not a neutral arbiter. Okay, then a wake-up call for India, the path forward, the way forward has also been suggested. So you might want to read this article. Right. So this is the editorial. These are the editorial pages, both of the editorial pages. Move forward, text and the context. News are explained in numbers. Bengal SIR test reading the Supreme Court's order. So Supreme Court has given a judgment about the SIR. We will read that. Okay, why did the Supreme Court order the deployment of judicial officers to decide electoral rule disputes in West Bengal? What triggered the debate whether election commission should be equipped with the permanent staff with the 60 lakh cases pending adjudication? What does publication of final rules mean? So all these questions might be answered when you read this article. We will see the gist. Okay, so the special intensive revision of electoral rolls in West Bengal has run into trouble with the election commission's deployment of micro observers to assist EROs or assistant EROs. It has prompted the West Bengal government to move the Supreme Court against this move. Okay, the EC said the state had not provided Group E officers of the rank of SDO or SDM to carry out the quasi-judicial functions of electoral registration of officers. Officers. So according to the EC, instead of such officers, personnel at the clerical level and from Group B and C cadets were deployed, consequently making it untenable to interest them with the adjudication of cases. Okay, so we will run through the article, the story so far. It is explained here why the court compelled to intervene. Then has the time come to equip EC with the permanent staff machinery? You see, in election commission, only a few permanent staff is there, but for the rest of the operations, especially during the elections, it will utilize the employees of the central government and state government. They will be briefly deputed to the election commission. So now the question has arisen whether the election commission of India should have the permanent staff. Okay. Then what does the publication of the final rule mean? Then holding the line, the EC's institutional stance. So of late, many questions have been raised on the integrity of the election commissioners also. And with respect to all these things, I think you might want to read this article. Then what is the Musi Riverfront Development Project? You see a lot of, some people are opposing it, the Musi Riverfront Development Project, but the present Chief Minister of Telangana, Revant Reddy, he wants to go forward with the project. So we will see a few aspects of the project. Okay, what are the river rejuvenation project comprise? What is the controversy surrounding the project? You see, one important component of that is Gandhi Sarovar. Some acres of land is being given to that Gandhi Sarovar. So in that context, some concerns are being raised. And why are the residents of the riverbed up in gist of the article? We will see the project envisages development on both sides of the rivers, 55 kilometers course, especially within the Hyderabad perimeters. However, the detailed project report is yet to be approved. The government also promises or proposes to channel 2.5 TMC feet of water from the Godavari River to Mallanna Sagar Reservoir, 72 kilometers away from the city, to fill the twin reservoirs. Okay, for staggered release into the Musi River to keep it flowing throughout the year. So the government wants to divert the Godavari River into Mallanna Sagar, and from there, 2 reservoirs will be filled, and water will be continuously be released from those reservoirs to maintain a minimum flow of water in the Musi River. Okay, that is the proposal. Also in the pipeline are 39 more sewerage or sewage treatment plants in addition to the existing 31 STPs to treat the sewage entering the river from across the city. Okay, and then some iconic places were also proposed to be built along the Musi River. If I'm not wrong, 4 spots will be developed. Okay, so controversy is with respect to that. Okay, so the story so far is explained. What is at stake? Then what are the developments? Development entail? What has happened since? Who is opposing the project, etc. All the details are discussed. Try to go through the article. Okay, especially when you are from Telangana, I think you might want to. Then text and the context. Development means expansion of choices. In Amartya Sen's capabilities approach. So very important, not only for current affairs, with respect to economics also, you have to understand the behavioral economics, okay, and the capabilities approach proposed by Amartya Sen. Okay. Headline subheading we will see. You see, the approach broadly emphasizes the moral importance of a freedom in achieving human well-being. In an era shaped by post-truth politics and a growing influence of artificial intelligence, the erosion of thinking skills raises a serious questions about the quality of democratic life. Okay, so if you read the complete article, you might will be getting knowledge about what is the capabilities approach proposed by Amartya Sen. Okay, you know very well, Nobel laureate and development economist. Right, we'll move forward. News. Nadda's slams opposition over walkout from Rajya Sabha. Opposition protested during Jaishankar's statement on situation in West Asia. Congress chief insists House must first hold a full-fledged discussion on the developments and the implications of India. So maybe opposition's demand is also genuine. So follow to know the day-to-day developments in Parliament. Second, next article, MPs demand stricter enforcement of laws to tackle air pollution. So air pollution is becoming a severe issue day by day. On the backdrop of the report that is released a couple of days back, most polluted cities are there in India. Okay, so you might want to read this article also. Next, conversations with Iran continue. So the first article that is in the first page, it continued here. More news. Government sends feelers to opposition on Women's Quota Act implementation. Okay. Maybe you want to read this one also. Manipur BJP unit protest in action in Malaysia. Can ignore it. Won't allow saffron crowd to swallow TM. So politically colored events, you might want to omit it. Tension in UP locality after religious leader beaten. If BSNS distinguishes between throwing and administering acid, our PWD Act must choose. Okay, throwing and administering. Okay, so some legal clarification is there. We'll try and read that. Okay, move forward. More news. Conduct West Bengal election in fewer phases. Request the political parties to Election Commission of India. Maybe you want to read it from the point of view of conduct of elections. Protesters show black flags to poll panel chief, shout go back slogans in Kolkata. So you might want to omit it. Politically colored events. India bloc may move impeachment motion against the CEC Yanesh. Now, before that, opposition parties have moved no confidence motion against the Speaker of the Parliament. Now, Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Now, they are also moving such motion against Ganesh Kumar. So, you might want to read this article also. Mamata accuses CEC of threatening West Bengal officials during meeting. Okay. Right. Former AGP Assam Gun Parishad leader joins Congress ahead of. You can ignore it. In poll-bound Assam, BJP finalizes seat sharing. Ignore it. 3 NDA leaders elected to Rajya Sabha unopposed from Assam. BJP chief appoints a central observer from Bihar, Haryana, Odisha for Rajya Sabha post. Okay, not important, not that much important. So you can omit them. Like India's cheetah population hits 53 with the new litter at Kuno, Alam. Okay. Very important news from the point of view of environment. Cheetah reintroduction program we have seen. Since then, the number has hit 53 now. Okay. So very good. What's happening?